Hi, I'm Jimmy, and welcome to our YouTube channel, Restoration Vacations. Restoration Vacations is the name of our company, and we have vacation rentals in the North Georgia mountains, the Restoration Retreat, and on the east coast of Florida, the Traveler's Oasis. Here, we highlight places to go, restaurants to eat at, and things to do within the area of the Restoration Retreat and the Traveler's Oasis. So we'd like to thank you for checking out our channel, and I hope you enjoyed today's program. Hello again, travelers, vacationers, and locals of the North Georgia mountains. We are on the road again today from Restoration Retreat, and our mountaintop adventure is going to take us to Vogel State Park. We're about 28-minute ride, about 21 miles away. Just program into your GPS, Vogel State Park, Blairsville, Georgia. We'll see you there. So we made it about 10 minutes into this trip, and I had to stop and put a little extra clothes on. Now, it's 76 degrees right now. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's getting close to the end of June. But when you get driving down the road, we're in the Jeep, as you can see, the doors are off. Put the top back on because it might rain today. We're hoping that holds out, and it's looking promising. But as you start driving down the road, even at the end of June, and there's a little bit of cloud cover, it gets cold. And I know all these people here were watching me put this thing on, probably thinking I was crazy, but like I said before, I'm from Florida. I'm a baby when it comes to getting cold. So we're here at Vogel State Park, and in addition to the trails that go around the lake, you can see behind me in the distance, there's a beach, there's a bunch of kayakers in the water. People even like to come here to fish. Vogel State Park is a 233-acre park located at the base of Blood Mountain in the Chattahoochee National Forest. Much of the park was constructed by the Civilian Conservation Corps during the 1930s. The park features streams, a waterfall, and a 20-acre pond known as Lake Tralita, which was created when the Civilian Conservation Corps dammed Wolf Creek. At 2,500 feet elevation, it is one of Georgia's highest altitude state parks. The mountainous habitats surrounding the lake support a wild assortment of plants and animals. The lake is named for Tralita, a Cherokee maiden who was buried a few miles from the park at Stonepile Gap. Most of the trails around the lake are a wooden deck, but you can see here, it does go a little off-road sometimes. So as we're enjoying the beautiful landscape and the lake and the foliage, and enjoying these trails, we always have to be on the lookout for poison ivy. So here again you can see right on the edge of this trail lots of poison oak, and buried in all of these ferns is poison ivy. Poison oak and lots of poison ivy. Now, as we've been making our way through these trails, one thing that I've noticed is I have not seen a single shred of trash. Not a cigarette butt, not a bubblegum wrapper, nothing. No straws, no nothing. And it's really nice to see that people take such good care of this place and pick up after themselves. Which brings me to the Bring a Bag initiative. As I was searching the web for information on Georgia state parks, I found the Bring a Bag challenge, and I instantly knew it had to be a part of Restoration Vacations' mountaintop adventures. Quite simply, it's a challenge for all of us to bring a bag with us when we're visiting parks and collect trash left behind by others. When we all do our part, and then just do a little more, our environment and others will be very thankful. So I encourage all of you to read more about the Bring a Bag challenge and give your very best to helping our parks stay beautiful. So the part of the trail that we're on right now, you can see is dense with woods. Now, of course, it's got this clear trail here for us to walk on, and that's where we should always stay, because something else that we have to be aware of in these areas are snakes. Now, snakes aren't looking for trouble. They're not just sitting in the bush waiting for you to walk by to attack you, but it's always a good idea to keep an eye out for them, because if a snake does see you, he might be in a place where he feels like he might need to protect himself. And the first thing that he'll try to do is camouflage and lay still in some of the woods. And if it happens to be close to the edge of the trail where you walk by, most likely he'll leave you alone. But if he feels like you're a threat, he could try to bite. So here we've made our way to the far end of the trail that goes around the lake. And you can hear in the distance the waterfalls, which is where we're headed to next. Vogel State Park Lake Dam, also known as Lake Chalita Dam, is a 52-foot high earthen embankment. The 600-foot-long dam has a maximum discharge of 2,447 cubic feet per second. So now we're heading farther off down the backside of the trail, walking down this way, and we're going to go check out the falls. So here we are at the falls at Vogel State Park. And unlike Helton Creek Falls, this particular area is not suitable for swimming. You can see the falls behind me, a very steep drop-off, and down below there's just a lot of rocks. It's really, really shallow. This place isn't suitable at all for playing in the water. The centerpiece of the park is Lake Chalita. The lake has a swimming beach and boat launch for non-motorized watercraft and offers seasonal rentals for pedal boats, kayaks, and paddle boats. Also at the park are a general store, miniature golf course, and a Civilian Conservation Corps museum. So we're at the top end of the lake, if you will. We've taken the trail all the way to the backside. We've gone down, we've checked out the falls, and now we're on our way back to the front side of the park. And we've passed here this water treatment station. And what this facility does is the wastewater from the restrooms and the comfort stations go into the lake. And what this station here does is it processes the water to make it ecologically sound to be released back into a natural waterway. So now we're on the trail, headed back towards the parking area. We just visited the falls. And I gotta say, again, this place is pristine. Vogel State Park is kept so nice and neat, and I think I have to attribute a lot of that to responsible people who come to visit this place, who not only pick up after themselves, but take the initiative to pick up after others as well. So if I said it before, I'll say it again. Vogel State Park is a great place to bring your little boats, paddle around, and cruise around the lake. So now we're making our way off the beaten path, back onto paved road. And if you can hear that chopping sound in the background, which I just cannot stop being distracted of, there's a couple of kids over there with an axe, chopping on a piece of wood, big old log. And they're probably gonna have hours and hours of fun because that log is petrified. So bears have been known to frequent the area, which is why we have these bear-proof garbage cans, or any critter-proof garbage can for that matter. But you can't get into them because you got to put your hand inside this little mechanism. There's a latch inside here. You push up on it and then lift. So that latch releases that little mechanism right. Get a better shot. Right there. So now here we are back on paved road, and you can see behind me on this road, still within Vogel State Park, a cabin back there, one over there, and one right here. And these are rental cabins. As you're walking around the area, you might notice a couple of these no swimming signs, but don't be too disheartened. They actually have a place right over here, a designated beach for everybody to swim in. Here at Vogel State Park, there's beautiful scenery, incredible trails, an amazing lake to canoe and kayak on, areas to have picnics under pavilions, cabins that you could rent, a beach that you can swim off of. There really is quite a bit here that Vogel State Park has to offer. So here at Vogel State Park, parking isn't free. It's $5 a vehicle per day, and they have a collection box right here at the front of the parking lot. So when you pull in, you grab one of these little envelopes that you can grab right here out of the box, put your $5 in it, tear off this little tab right here, punch the day out that you're staying here, put your envelope with the money in the box, hang your little tab on the rear view mirror of your car, and you're good to go. All right, we are back at the retreat from our trip to Vogel State Park. I want to again mention the Bring a Bag initiative that we're going to be pushing forward on every adventure to the outdoors that we take from now on from Restoration Retreat. And it's important to keep our environment clean. So we're definitely going to be putting a push on that. But again, I hope you enjoyed our visit today, the adventure we had at Vogel State Park, and we will see you again on the next mountaintop or beachside adventure.
Thank you again for joining us on today's adventure, and please remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Book your next getaway at Restoration Retreat. You can visit us online at myrestorationvacation.com or call us at 800-309-5076.